It's a freaking fly in here because I left my freaking patio door open. I'm gonna kill that later. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're old, what's up? Hello, how have you been? Like, hello. And you know, everybody might as well turn on your post notifications and smash the like button. Okay, so just a disclaimer, my eyelashes like messed up today, so if I look like I have a lazy eye or something, it's because my eyelashes messed up. I mean, I do have a lazy eye, but this time it's really because my eyelashes like messed up. That's why. But yes, and y'all, let's get into this video. I don't want to keep y'all long, so let's get into the video. Okay, so today I'm doing a college Q&A, HBCU Q&A, whatever you want to call it. It's a Q&A for college, for anybody in college who has these questions. So if you have me on social media, as in Twitter or Snapchat, I asked everybody to DM me or Snapchat me questions. Oh wait, I'm not sure if I did it on Snapchat. Bruh. No, I didn't do it on Snapchat. I did it on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you would have saw. If you follow Vlogsbyjerry or Jay the Finest or even Slayed by Jerry, yes, I know, so many Twitters. But if you follow any of my Twitter accounts, you would have saw that I asked everybody to DM me questions for this Q&A. So yeah, people DM'd me questions. And then I also asked a few of the group me's that I'm in to ask me questions. So yeah. And then some questions I'm just gonna, you know, it's gonna be like a Q&A/advice video, because I know y'all got a lot of questions and y'all need some advice for school. So look no further, because Jerry is here to help. Okay, so I got all the little questions or whatever here on my tablet, and we're about to get into this. Sorry y'all. Okay, so the first question I have is, what do you think is the most important part of the CAU admissions process? I feel like the most important part is getting financially enrolled and getting into the school. But you know, if you got into the school, then you know, there you are. But I feel like the really, like, the biggest part of it is getting financially enrolled, which everybody might be like, well, duh, but it's really hard to get financially enrolled for the most part. So I feel like that's the most important part and the hardest part, you know, like getting financially enrolled is really a struggle and it's really hard. So I just feel like that's the most important part. You know, other people might have their opinions, but in my opinion, that's the most important part. Okay, somebody asked me to talk about my high school experience. Okay, if y'all hear something in the background, it's my uncle, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't want to wait to film later, so I want to film now, right now. But yeah, and if you guys didn't know, I attend Clark Atlanta University, the illustrious, okay, yeah. But yeah, I attend the illustrious Clark Atlanta University, and this is a HBCU/college Q&A video, but some questions might pertain to CAU, so just a disclaimer, because I have a lot of CAU followers and stuff. Somebody said, talk about your high school experience. Overall, my high school experience was great. Me, in high school, I was a student athlete. I did track, I did basketball, I did step, I did dance. And my senior year, in the spring, I did powder puff football, so I did a lot of athletic stuff. A lot of sports. I did a lot of sports, so that was me in high school. And the reason I did sports was to help keep my grades up, because I didn't want them to slippery. Excuse me. Like I was saying before my camera decided to rudely shut off and the freaking train passed. Yeah, I didn't want my grades to slip, basically, so that's why I was a student athlete. And if we want to talk about friends-wise, I lost and made a lot of friends. I was in a lot of drama in high school. A lot of drama. Don't be in drama, y'all. Don't do it. It's for the birds. No need for drama. It's no need. It's not that deep. But yeah, I was in a lot of drama. On top of all that, I lost a lot of friends, made a lot of friends. Overall, I feel like my high school experience, though, was honestly great. I'm not going to dwell on the drama, and I'm not going to dwell on losing friends. So, yeah, I just love being a student athlete in all honesty. If I could do it again, I'd do it again just to be on sports teams. Like, it was great. I loved it. So, yeah. Okay. Where I went to Hayward High School in Hayward, California, which is in the Bay Area. And if you don't know Hayward, you probably know Oakland and San Francisco. It's like 10 minutes from Oakland. I'd say 10 because I drive pretty fast. So yeah, that's where I went to school. Did I take AP classes? I took AP English, well, AP Lit, and that was it. Just AP Lit, and I didn't even pass the AP test. So yeah. Somebody asked what was I most afraid about going to college in a whole different state than what I'm used to. Before I went to college, I was just afraid of the weather and being out there alone. That was it, like the weather and being alone, and was I going to make friends? But I did make friends, clearly. My best friend Haley, Mari, and Kayla, and some other people. But yeah, well, the next question I got is how well did I adapt to living in Georgia? I feel like I adapted really quick, but then at the same time, I'm not adapted. Like, it'll come a point where it's like, bro, this is too cold for me. I'm not from out here. Or when we'll have, like, tornadoes, I'd be like, this is too much. It's time to go. Like, we don't have these. We have earthquakes. That's it. Tornado, time to go. Get up out of here. Like, really, tornadoes really scare me. Like, they scare me. Like, it'll be times we was in the library. The lights just, it'll be like start flickering on and off. And I'm like, first of all, I'm scared of the dark. You're doing too much. So we'd leave. Next thing you know, boom, heck of rain, thunderstorm, all that. Like, no, y'all doing too much. This weather is too much for me. And then it was too cold, and then the humidity was too much. But I feel like at the same time, like, I'm used to it, but I'm still gonna complain, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah. What hall did I stay in, and what hall will I be staying in? If you didn't know, I'm a rising sophomore. I will be a sophomore fall 2017. But my freshman year, which was the year that just passed, I was in the Suites 100, Suites 2005. I'm hella extra, but yeah, I was in the Suites 100, second floor. And this year, this upcoming semester, this upcoming year, whatever, I'll be in Heritage, which is an upperclassman dorm. Heritage, second floor, also rooming with Michaela, Haley, and Mari. So yeah. What's my major and minor? My major is sociology, and I'm minoring in psychology and criminal justice. Best technique for talking to cute boys. Y'all, I don't think I'm the one y'all need to ask this question, because I'm really shy, like really shy. And it'll be times where, like, I'm bold, but I'm bold through the phone, if that makes sense. Like, I'll be bold in your DMs and stuff, and then when we see each other, I'm kind of shy. Or, like, if I see you in person, Haley, for the most part, might come up to you. So don't take my advice for talking to boys. But I'd say just, I don't know, like, be yourself and just, like, here we go. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Go for it. There we go. Just go for it. Just do it. Nike sign. Just do it. Okay. What am I up to this summer? This summer I am up to working and making YouTube videos, honestly. Working and making YouTube videos for y'all. That's what I'm up to this summer. I might go out and party here and there. If you got me on Snapchat, it might seem like I party all the time, but I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, work, YouTube, go out sometimes. That's my life. That's me. Tips for junior year in high school. Your junior year, I would say, is where you start researching your schools and figuring out where you want to go and where you would want to apply for senior year. And then also just be on the track, know that you're on the track to graduate, and just work on getting your grades up, keeping them up, joining clubs if you're not on any, gaining leadership positions, all that good stuff. Junior year is the time for all that. What advice would you give freshmen for their summer into college? So basically your senior year summer, becoming a freshman of college. Okay. The advice I'd give is get a job, work, because when you go back to school, you're going to want to have some type of pocket change, some type of money, because it's hard out here for a pimp, okay? It's hard. It's hard to get money unless you're, like, not, I wouldn't say spoiled, but unless your parents, like, you know, got you 25-8, then you might want to get a job so you can have some money and you can have you. What else would I say? Other than get a job, I'd say apply for scholarships. I apply, but I don't get any, but, you know, apply, keep applying, apply for scholarships, apply. And I'd say get to know your roommate. If you have a roommate, you found your roommate on whatever your campus portal is for, you know, roommates and stuff. Get to know your roommate so that when y'all get there, y'all not completely strangers. And if you can't find your roommate, then hey. And if you have suite mates or anything, like depending on what style dorm you're living in, because, you know, yeah, I'd get to know those people too. Check out your school's hashtag just to see like who might be going there, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if you're a group chat type of person, go ahead and join group chats, but at the same time realize that some of those people might not be the type of people you think they are, if that makes sense. Like when y'all get to campus, they might act like they don't know you and stuff, so just be aware of that. And yeah, what schools did I get accepted to prior to choosing Clark Atlanta University? Okay, so this was like a year ago, so if I missed some schools, I'm so sorry. But I got accepted into Cal State University East Bay. I basically got accepted into almost everywhere I applied to, just a disclaimer. But I didn't apply to no UCs also. University of California, I applied to zero. Didn't want to put myself through all that because I had a feeling I wasn't getting into none of them. So yeah, I got into California State University East Bay, San Francisco State University, I got into Xavier, I got into Morgan State. I didn't get into Howard. I didn't finish my application to North Carolina A&T or Cal State University Dominguez Hills. I got into Humboldt. I got into Holy Names University, Humboldt State or whatever. Holy Names University, got a full ride to Holy Names and a track thingy to SF State. And then I got a lot of track stuff too, but that's besides the point. I got into some schools in Wisconsin. I didn't even apply, but hey. I got into Fisk, Langston, Clark Atlanta, of course. I'm really trying to think because the way I got into Clark Atlanta University at the Black College Expo. If your state or city or whatever doesn't do it, it's an event where most of the HBCUs come down and they do on-spot admissions, whereas in opposed to going on the Black student HBCU tour or whatever and getting in that way, I got in at the Black College Expo, which I got into so many HBCUs there. Like I can't even remember them all. Let me think. I got into Alabama A&M. I got into what's that school? Y'all, I'm really bad. Like I cannot remember half the schools I got into. That's really bad. It was a year ago though, so hey. I really can't remember any other schools that I got to, but I know it was a lot. Like I applied to over 30 or 50 schools, honestly, and I got into a majority of them. I probably didn't get into like 2 or 3 because I didn't get into Howard, and I think Howard was my only rejection letter. So yeah, if I think of more, I'll just say them throughout the video, but yeah, I can't remember at this exact moment in time. I'm sorry. My memory sucks. Somebody asked, does most relationships last? I feel like it just depends on who you're dating, what school you're dating at, and just depends on you too. Like, I feel like, okay, long distance wise, I feel like that's really hard depending on how far you go from school. Like, it might be really hard to be in a long distance relationship with somebody. And I know from experience, it didn't work out and I had to cut it off because I was like, no, I can't do this. Like, I know me, like, I need attention. I need to be able to see you. I need to be able to touch you. So that wasn't working. Don't take it all nasty. No. But yeah, and then I don't know. I would say it just depends. Like, from my experience, like from what I see, a lot of relationships, like especially your freshman year of college, don't last. Because if you think about it, a lot of people just want to have fun. They're not thinking of being tied down. They don't want to be committed. They don't want to do all that extra stuff. So a lot of people don't want relationships. So that's why a lot of them don't work out. But at the same time, you just find you the one that, you know, wants one and see where y'all go from there. Like, I can't really just be like, oh yeah, most relationships don't last or most do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, for the most part, freshman year, my advice, I wouldn't date unless you know for sure, like, this is what you want. Because, you know, a lot of people just want to explore and have fun their freshman year. How's the caf food? Specifically at Clark Atlanta University, the caf food is It's alright. Okay, I ain't gonna do too much. It's alright. It ain't all that though. Like, it be times where I walk in and be like, yeah, I'll just starve. I'll eat, sleep for dinner tonight. Like, I'll just eat, sleep for dinner and try again tomorrow. Like, yeah, that's not working. It's a lot of those times. But then it's a lot of times where it's like, oh, okay, come through. CAU, come through. They be having shrimp on Mondays, fried chicken Wednesdays, and fish Fridays. So y'all know it'd be lit on them 3 days. I don't really eat the fish like that though, so yeah. Do you enjoy, follow-up question, do you enjoy fried chicken Wednesday and fish Friday? So like I said, I don't really eat the fish, but it's good. I just don't really eat it all the time. And fried chicken Wednesday, y'all know I be motherfucker trying to be first in line. I love me some fried chicken, some mac and cheese, some collard greens, and some cornbread. Okay, I love me all of that. So I be 11 o'clock when the calf open, you will see me there racing to put my backpack down so I can have a seat. Okay, but I love it. You know, what's the atmosphere like during football or basketball season? Football and basketball season, it's lit. Like, it's lit. Like, I don't know, sports just being at the games are so lit. Seeing all the school spirit, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a feeling you just gotta experience. You know what I'm saying? But it's really lit. Like, I have fun at the games. And then on top of that, there's homecoming and all that. Like, I just feel like it's an atmosphere you gotta experience yourself. Like, it's not explainable. I can't explain it. Like, words can't describe it, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like, I just feel like our pride is just whoop through the roof. So it's fun, especially when we play Morehouse, bro. When CAU especially plays Morehouse, it's lit. And I'm pretty sure when other colleges play their rival schools, it's lit. Okay, so yeah. And then also at away games, they have fan buses, so you can get on the bus and go to the away games too. I'm pretty sure a lot of them cost, but yeah. Just a tip to let you know. How's the parties? Me personally, I stopped attending promoted parties. They're okay, but I get tired of the promoted parties and the same recycle playlist. No offense to anybody who's a promoter, or yeah, no offense. I just get tired of the same recycle playlist. I personally attend house parties and kickbacks. There's a variety of music at house parties and kickbacks. Like promoted parties, they play the same playlist. House parties, they have a variety, if it makes sense. And on top of that, house parties and stuff, girls getting free, okay? Y'all know I be college broke, 25/8, so I be needing that ladies free. Them promoted parties be like $20, $15 before 12, $20 after, $45 after, woody whoop. Like, I don't have time. Like, no, just to hear the same recycle playlist and be with the same people I could be at this house party with next Friday, yeah, no. And in Atlanta, Clark Atlanta University especially, like Atlanta, it's a party almost every night, so you're really not missing much by not paying that $20. So yeah, I'd rather just go to the little house party or whatever. And yeah, it's a freaking fly in here because I left my freaking patio door open. I'm gonna kill that later. Do you think there's a big thing between a PWI and a HBCU? I feel like there's a huge, I wouldn't say rivalry, but yeah, like, it's just a lot of slander between the two, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it really happens between blacks at PWIs and blacks at HBCUs. Like, not necessarily the whole PWI in general, but I just feel like the African Americans at PWIs just, I don't know, it's just this big rivalry, and I just feel like it's not that deep. Like, we all get our education, sis. Like, it's not that deep. Like, I commend you, you're at a PWI, cool, kudos to you, and I'm at a HBCU living my life not turned up, but, you know, getting good grades, and, you know, this HBCU pride, this family bond, like, I'm here for it. Like, that's just how I feel. But there's a thing between them. Like, there's a thing between them. What's your outlook on dating during college? Okay, let's get this outlook on dating during college. My outlook on dating during college is do it at your own risk. That's all I gotta say. Like I said before, a lot of people just go to college, you know, their freshman year, they just want to have fun. They're not trying to be tied down. They're trying to be that dudes, you know, females too, they're trying to be that female or whatever. Like, I feel like you just gotta find the one that's ready to be tied down and that got the same mindset and goals, and they're just like there with you, you know what I'm saying? But if you with somebody who ain't trying to be tied down. Stop trying, sis. Stop. Just stop trying, sis. That's my outlook. Like, I feel like it's no problem with dating in college, though. Like, if I was to date in college, I'd be lit, like, you know. But I just feel like it's not bad. Like, if you want to date, go ahead and date, sis. Just make sure you're not getting hurt in the process. You feel me? What is it like living on campus? I personally, I had no choice but to live on campus freshman year. I didn't live close to where I could live at home or nothing like that. Didn't get an apartment. I'm broke, sis. I'm broke. So I had no choice but to live on campus. But my experience living on campus, if I could do it again, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably live in a traditional. And only because traditionals have that family bond. Like, you get close with your hall sisters, your floor sisters, all that. You get really close. Like, I have friends that have not so many friends, but like have closer relationships with people because like that's all you see. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of a family type of bond at traditional. Suites, like for me, Sweet Life, CAU Suites, like, don't get me wrong, I love the suites. I do it again too, but it's like, I just feel like we didn't have like a family bond. Like, half the time I'd see people and be like, dang, I didn't even know she lived here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you walk through traditional, they know everybody on a first name basis, all that good stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, like, them knowing each other so well and all that, like, I'd want that, you know what I'm saying? But then I just didn't want to live in a traditional because I just couldn't be so close to my roommate. I couldn't share the bathroom with the whole floor. Like, that's what I really loved about the suites. Like, it was just you, your roommate in one room, the bathroom, and then the other two. But me personally, I had a lot of issues with my suite mates and stuff, but you know, that's not everybody else's experience. I'll do a story time on that. But yeah, like I said, I'd probably live in a traditional, but the suites wasn't bad. Like, they're nicer and stuff, but honestly, I'd take more of a family bond and knowing who's in my hall and stuff over like living in a really nice place, because regardless, the suites had a lot of issues and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then the suites was far. Like, that was like a 5-minute walk to classes. I was sweaty and hot, and then if it rained, I'd be like, ooh. And then traditionals was right smack down on campus. Like, I could leave a minute before class and not be late. Okay, maybe not a minute, but you know, you get what I mean. Like, and not be late. So that's just my little spiel. I hope that answered your question. What is the food like? I answered this, you know, this is 2 different people, but overall, the food is aight. You feel me? I did a lot of Postmating in my day. I did a lot of Postmating. I Postmated a lot of food. I was not here for the calf a lot of the time. It was either sleep or Postmates. So yeah, but a lot of the time, I mean, it had its days. There we go. It had its days. And then we had the chicken and waffle truck. We had the catfish truck. And then on Market Thursdays, we'd have a lot of other food vendors there and stuff. So it just all depends, you know. But the calf in general, it was alright. What was your first year like? If I had to describe my first year in 3 words, you know, I'd say, hold on, the train wants to pass by. Okay, if I was to describe my first year in 3 words, I'd say stressful, but at the same time exciting and challenging. Stressful, challenging, and exciting. Like, stressful and challenging might go hand in hand. Who knows? I'm sorry if it does. But basically, the reason I'd say this is because, okay, first semester, when we first got there, bro, I was lit. Lost my voice the first month, first week, all that. I went to Welcome to Atlanta 7, which is like a big freshman party for, you know, the Atlanta area. You know, the rest of y'all might have one too. But yeah, like, I was lit. It was block parties. It was just a lot going on. I lost my voice. The promenade was lit. The promenade is this big little thing we have, you know, and everything was really lit. Like, I had a lot of fun. And then as we went in, I had to deal with a lot of homesickness. I got into some drama, which we won't really speak on because I don't want nobody to take it as shade because I don't got time. So yeah, I got in a lot of drama. It was just a lot going on. And then spring semester came and I was lit. I had fun. It was a breeze. It flew by. Like, so yeah, I feel like it just all depends. Like, your experience is your experience. I was in a few clubs too, so I was kind of involved. You know, I tried to be involved or whatever. And then I made this YouTube channel because I wasn't on the joint channel anymore. And you know, it was just a lot of me trying to find myself basically. And I feel like I've low-key found myself. Like, I'm close. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I fully am there, but I'm real close. I'm real close. Real close. Don't look at my trifling nails. These little nuggets. But yeah, I just feel like your first year is what you make it. And if I could do it again, I'd honestly do it again the same exact way with the drama and all, because it taught me, you know, I learned a lot from it. So, and it made me stronger and all that. So yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, my first year humbled me so much, y'all. Like, I mean, I was already pretty humble, but it humbled me, like. So yeah, what are some things that you feel incoming freshmen should know? College ain't like the movies. It ain't like Netflix when you see videos and movies and stuff of college. It ain't like that. It's real deal. Like, it's fun, but at the same time, I'd say go to class, get close to your professors. Don't be too stuck on trying to be everybody's friend, because everybody is not for you. Everybody does not have good intentions for you. So yeah. Don't be too stuck on these little boys, these little crusty nose boys, those little snot nose boys. And also boys, don't be too turned on these little girls or whatever. I don't know. I wanted to do the same, like, insulting, you know, no offense to the boys, no offense to the girls, you know. I just wanted but yeah, don't be too stuck on, you know, females, males, all that. Don't party too much to where you don't get stuff done, and don't procrastinate. Those are just my little things. And save money, 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 because you're gonna need money, okay? But yeah, I did a video on 25 tips for college. That's why I did a video on 25 tips for college, so check that out. It'll be linked in the description if you want to know any more tips I have for incoming freshmen. I did a video on that, so check that out. 1 second. Sorry guys, I'm almost done though. I'm almost done. I'm on my last set of questions. In 1 second, I am on my last set of questions. We're lit, okay? Shabba ding dong. Why did you choose to go to an HBCU? Okay, so when I first was starting my, first of all, I didn't even want to go to school, but my mind completely changed. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer. I wasn't even planning on it, but my mind completely got changed. So the train's passing again. 1 second. Okay, so at first I was gonna attend a PWI for track or basketball. My mind was like, okay, the only way I'm going to school is if I get a scholarship for sports. That's the only way. I'm not about to put myself or my parents in debt. Well, my parents in debt. Well, parents, you know, they both, whatever, you know, whatever. They ain't together. Whatever, we ain't gonna get into that. That's not about them. But yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna put nobody in debt. I need a full ride for sports. I need a sports scholarship, something. I need some type of money in my pocket, in my school pocket, all that. Then my mind changed, because I started going to the College and Career Center at my high school, and you know, she had a lot of good advice. And then it's like, I didn't really know what a HBCU was yet. Like, yeah, I know, wow, like, how do you not know what a HBCU was? Yeah, I know, but I didn't know what an HBCU really was yet. So I was just like, okay, like, what's the HBCU? So I started doing research and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, Howard. You know, that's the number one. Woody woody whoop. I'm like, if I'm going to a HBCU, I want to go to number one. Woody woody whoop. So my mind was just stuck on Howard. So I go to the Black College Expo, and where's Howard's booth? Oh, I got into Tuskegee too. There we go. Okay. There's other ones too. I just can't remember. Okay. But yeah, I'm like, where's the Howard booth? Woody woody whoop. I get to the Howard booth, and they're not even doing on-spot admissions. They're not doing none of that. They're just talking to people and telling them about the school. I'm like, well, that's boozy. That's bunk. So I applied online after the expo, whatever. But at the expo, I got into so many schools, and then I come to the Clark Atlanta University table, and I'm like, what is Clark Atlanta? Like, I've never heard of this school. Like, I knew it was Spelman and Morehouse, but I've never heard of Clark Atlanta. And I'm like, something about this school is like making me interested. I'm like, I'm gonna do more research, and I'm just gonna, you know, take this acceptance as like a blessing or something. Like, maybe it's meant to be. So I applied to Howard and stuff. I haven't heard from them since. Like, it took forever. And, you know, I already got into all these Cal States and all SF State and all them other schools. And I'm like, you know, I start thinking, and I'm like, I'm getting through my senior year, and I'm like, I really don't want to be out here. Like, I don't want to go to school in Cali at all. I started hearing about how, like, you know, UCs and stuff are racist, PWIs are racist. The train, bro. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can, and it's bothering me. But anyways, it was a lot of stories and stuff I was hearing about it, and then I'm like, I could get a lot of money for staying in California, run track, all that, but do I really want to run track, stay in California, and be miserable while going to school, or actually go to an HBCU where now my heart is, and just, you know, have the time of my life? And, you know, yes, I might be in debt, but I feel like I'm going to be able to pay that off once I get my education, get that diploma, and get that good job. So, yeah, I feel like that's what made me want to go to HBCU. I don't know if that answered your question, but I feel like it grew on me, like. And then after I went to orientation at CAU, I'm like, yeah, this is it. I paid my $475 before the orientation or whatever. But yeah, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is the place I need to be. Like, California is just not for me. I just need to, I feel like if I stay in California, I'm going to be a homebody. I don't want to be a homebody. I want to get out, and at least if it doesn't work out, I could be like, at least I tried. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what brought me to an HBCU. It was just a leap of faith and a leap of, you know, let me try this, spontaneousness. But yeah, Clark Atlanta has grown on me a lot. CAU, Clark Atlanta, CAU, it's in my heart. Clark Atlanta, I think I'm getting the song wrong, but yeah, it's in my heart. Clark Atlanta. So yeah, that's what made me want to go to HBCU. And yeah, at this point, it really, after I didn't get accepted to Howard, Clark Atlanta was clearly number 2. So boom boom shabba ding dong. I don't know why I keep saying that. I know that you go to CAU, so can you talk about your experience thus far? Oh, I probably shouldn't have read that because I already talked about my experience. But I've joined, when I got to CAU fall semester, I joined the Cali Club, Panthers Excel, and a few other clubs, but I didn't stay invested in the other ones. I just stayed invested in the Cali Club and Panthers Excel. So yeah, but I'm gonna join more. And then I started being more invested into YouTube, which made my experience all the more better because I started making more connections with other YouTubers at CAU and stuff. And I'm just gonna talk, like, that's basically an aspect I'm gonna talk about since I already really talked about my experience. And yeah, this upcoming semester I'm gonna be vice president of the Cali Club, and then I'm videographer, photographer, and event planner of Panthers Excel, and I plan on joining Fame and whatever other clubs are there at the fair, at the club fair, whatever it's called. Yeah, but I already talked about my experience before this point of the video, so yeah. Scholarships, grants, and financial aid, or how you paid for college. So I think the question is, how did I pay for college? Loans, all loans. Last year I got a $5,000 scholarship from CAU. Didn't get that this year, so this year it's probably gonna be all loans. I'm trying to apply. I never have luck with them, like I said previously. So yeah, I'm gonna be in a lot of debt, y'all. But it's in my heart, Clark Atlanta. It's in my heart. But yeah, I'm gonna be in a lot of debt, loans. Yeah, that's me. Yep. I know, right? It sucks, but yeah. Do you have any tips for anybody coming from out of state going to college? For example, if you flew, can you talk about that? Like, what plane tickets did you get, etc., etc.? Okay, so let's start with the first part. Do you have any tips for anybody coming out of state going to college? My biggest tip is you're gonna get homesick, so what I'd say do is get involved in your school, go out more, don't be stuck in your room, because don't dwell on being in your room and all that. Like, don't just be stuck in your room, because then you're gonna just only think about home. You're gonna be really homesick. So avoid homesickness. That's my biggest tip, is avoid homesickness. Stay connected with your family though, like, don't forget about them. If you have friends that you still rocking with, stay connected to them, because you got to come back home to them for the summer, for breaks, all that, unless you're doing internships, you know. And that's also, I did a lot of tips in my 25 tips for college also, so check that out. I'm not trying to make this video long, but I'm pretty sure it's already really, really long. So yeah, might as well just stop trying it now. If you flew, can you talk about that? I'm not picking my nose, y'all. Like, what plane tickets did you get? So I fly with Southwest 25/8, 24/7, 25/8, matter of fact. I fly with Southwest all the time. That's all I fly with, and all I do is the non-stop flights. And if you didn't know, Non-stops is where you go straight there. Like, you don't stop, none of that. I can't do the stop, and I did it for orientation. Can't do it ever again. So all I do is non-stops, and I fly Southwest. The reason I fly Southwest is because, in my opinion, it's cheaper. You get 2 bags free, and you get 2 carry-ons. And every bag after that is $75. Like, come on now. You can make them 4 bags work into your 2 carry-ons and your 2 bags. And if you can't pay that extra $75 for an extra suitcase, and then booty booty boom, woody woody whoop. Okay, boom boom, yeah. And then if you get your ticket early, like really early, it's really cheap. So yeah, and the only thing is you gotta pay for Wi-Fi. It's only $8. It's really not that deep. Or just go to sleep. My flights are 5 hours and 30 minutes coming home, and going back to Atlanta, they're 4 hours and 30 minutes. But if I was to not do nonstop, it'd be like 7 to 9 hours, which I cannot deal with. No, yeah. So no way, Jose. Yeah. So I fly with Southwest and I do nonstop. So yeah. And those are the plane tickets I get, and I buy the wanna get away ones before they like go all the way up or before they're gone. So yeah, those are the cheapest ones, or the wanna get away. And then if you want to get a good boarding position, either check in really early or buy early bird. But yeah, and then on Southwest there's no assigned seats. You just sit wherever you can find a seat or wherever. So yeah, I just love Southwest. Go Southwest. This is not sponsored. This is my honest opinion, but yeah. And I've never had any issues with Southwest, so I'm going to continue to fly with Southwest. And last but not least, if you were to repeat going to CAU or any HBCU period, would you like to have that experience again? How would you compare it to going to a PWI? So if I could go to any other HBCU, a year ago I'd probably say I'd go to Howard, but me now, I'd stay at CAU. Honestly, like, I'd probably stay at CAU. I just really love it. I like it. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's like the perfect size. I feel like Howard would be a really big school. I don't know how I would be able to operate at a really big school, just knowing myself. So I'd stay at CAU, and I do everything the same exact way, except, yeah, I do everything the same exact way. I really can't make the scholarship people give me a scholarship, so hey. But I probably applied to a little bit more than I did and not give up, because I gave up. But yeah, I do everything the exact way, same way. And what was the last part? How would you compare it to going to a PWI? Well, being that I have a lot of friends that attend PWIs, the one thing I'd compare this to, there's no place like a HBCU, solely because we have, sorry y'all, it's like a piece. Solely because like the family bond, like we share, like, yes, everybody may not get along, yes, it may be drama here and there, all that, but at the end of the day, we're one big family. I wouldn't say one big happy family. I mean, yeah, we can be. I mean, yeah, but we're one big family, like one really big family. So comparing to a PWI, I feel like they don't have that family bond. They don't have that connection with their teachers. A lot of PWIs are huge, so their classes are even huger. You know what I'm saying? Some HBCUs are like that, but that's really our lectures, not really our classes. But who knows? I don't attend a PWI, so I wouldn't know for sure. But I just feel like we have like closer connections with our staff, our teachers, our lunch people, our like everything. Like, we just have a bigger connection. We're just like one big family. Like, everybody, a lot of people know each other on first name basis. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's no place like a HBCU. There's nothing like this train. I'm gonna be mad if I go back on this video when I'm editing and y'all can't even hear the train. Like, I'm really gonna be mad because it's gonna look like I'm tripping, but the train keep going by. But yeah, I just feel like there's no experience like an HBCU experience. Like, I just feel like if everybody could, everybody should experience it. Like, I just feel like it's just a really good experience. Like, I couldn't see myself at a PWI now. I couldn't see myself at a PWI then, when I realized what HBCUs were and I did more research. And, you know, I'm all about melanin empowerment. I'm about empowerment, period. Like, we all need to succeed regardless. Like I said before, at PWI, HBCU, we're all getting an education. So, hey. But I just feel like there's no place like a HBCU, period. Like, if you could, you should. To all my fellow upcoming high school seniors and juniors and high schoolers in general, please just think about going to an HBCU. Consider it, you know. Just have it in the back of your head. Do your research and just, you know, HBCUs are where it's at. HBCU pride, CAU pride. Go Clark Atlanta University, go Panthers, the illustrious, okay. Go Spelman, go Morehouse, go Howard, go all the HBCUs, go everybody. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was really helpful. And if you guys have any more questions you want to ask me about college in general, HBCUs, me, myself, I can do a personal Q&A, all that. Feel free to DM me and ask me to do a part 2 and DM me your questions, and I'll for surely go on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all 3 this time, and ask for more questions. So if you want me to do a part 2, let me know. Don't forget, check out my 25 tips for college. I will link that in the description box. Also, check out the giveaway that I'm having that is currently going on, which will be linked in the description also. And last but not least, check out the HBCU Tuber Back to School giveaway. If you're an incoming freshman, sophomore, junior, or incoming senior to college and you need dorm room essentials and all that good stuff, check out that giveaway. I will link all 3 videos in the description, so go ahead and go check that out right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me leave you on a quick positive note. Beat your face. I'm hella ugly. Okay. Beat your face, not people. Bye.
I'ma pull up, just step out and stunt. Everybody know what's up. Ride on. Crown in my cup, cause you only live once. Feel the vibes on it.